Sorry about that, y'all. I told you this thing was gonna cut off on me at one point, but I'm not stopping here. This is part two to the part five. Part five out of one. All right, that was part five out of one. Part five out of two. Come on. I told you guys I'm finishing this and I'm not stopping. I'm on a roll here. We're getting this three badge stuff done. So anyway, with this stuff here, that also mean they wouldn't let Ash in because of his outlook on perfume of how it was still bad. He didn't badmouth it like he did in the actual show or the anime, but still they refused to let him in because they said it was bad and he didn't like it. So Ash, he's not gonna give up that easily. Oh no, absolutely not. So anyway, but still, Ash has better things to do right as of right now. So he wants to explore Celadon City and he's kind of mad at Brock and Misty because they easily just walked in because they like perfume. But since Ash doesn't really like it, he can't seem to get in. And Brock and Misty seem to make fun of Ash for this one reason, but Ash doesn't take way too kindly to that. So Ash ends up walking off and explores Celadon City for a while. Craziest thing is he explores the game corner and gets that thing that you get to hold for coins, a game box or whatever, coin case. Jesus Christ. Sorry, I haven't played Fire Red and Leaf Green in a long time. So he ends up getting a coin case. But first he goes to the store that they have and he gets a few items. Finally, he buys a few stones. He buys a fire stone and a water stone. So Ash does a little bit more tougher training on his Pokemon and ends up getting two brand new evolutions. All right, guys. Like I said, because of Ash's new stones that he bought, and with a little bit more training on his Pokemon to the side, he ends up getting two new evolutions. I'm not evolving that Eevee. It's the partner Eevee and Let's Go Eevee. So you guys should know what those Eevee's moves are. But still, in case you don't know, I'll tell you guys that. But give me a second. So Ash's Growlithe becomes a brand new becomes a brand new Pokemon, and due to Ash evolving his Poliwag into a Poliwhirl, so both of these two are fully evolved now. They've now become Poliwrath and Arcanine. Yeah, perfect. Two brand new evolutions Ash can get progress out of. But that's not all. Ash gets another evolution, seeing the other Pokemon evolve, and it wants to help Ash to keep up. So with this, Ash's Pidgeotto evolves into Pidgeot. Three brand new evolutions on Ash's team, and he's raring to go for this. Oh yeah, also guys, because, you can actually get this in the games and stuff, Ash also gets another Eevee from behind the corner, and I've been deciding what Ash should really get, but since Ash doesn't really have any other type of electric type, not Jolteon. Well, you know what? I'm actually gonna give Ash a Flareon in this one. So, okay, Ash ends up getting another Eevee and turning it into a Flareon. So, 4 different Pokemon that Ash ends up having. Nope, sorry guys. The reason why all 3 are up there is because I honestly couldn't decide. They were just all really useful in their own right, so I said, you know what? I'm just gonna give them all 3. So the lady up there decided to give Ash three Eevees, and since Ash had money left over, he bought all the evolutionary stones and got those 3 Eevees evolved. Now you got a full-fledged Flareon, a Vaporeon, and a Jolteon. Amazing. So Ash also, and you know what? Everything you can do in Celadon City, Ash ends up doing. He goes to the old lady, buys tea, and gives it to the guard at the crossing. So now you can end up crossing between the space now. And Ash also ends up going to the game corner for his coin case to win some games. And Brock and Misty are wondering where the heck is Ash, because they haven't seen him all day since that perfume incident. Little do they know, Ash has literally been on the grind lately. And because of this, you know what? I don't see why not. His Charmeleon finally evolves into that full-fledged Berserker Charizard that we all know and love. And in case you guys forgot, in episode 1, Ash's Charizard is a fire dragon type. So yeah, it's already fire dragon, and it was still being able to mega evolve. I'll tell you guys that when we get to mega evolution and all that. Well, it does exist, and you know what? It is going to be throughout the entire series, but I'm going to have to show you guys that when Ash gets Mega Evolution. He doesn't have it for himself yet. So, with that being said, Ash gets that Charizard and ends up going to the game corner. And you know what? He ends up winning. He ends up winning some Pokemon. Okay, hold on. Let me think. What Pokemon can you actually end up winning? All right, hold on, guys. I'm gonna look it up real quick. I'll be back. And if you guys look on the screen, you'll see the Pokemon that Ash has won. But the Charizard was already his. So anyway, let's move on. Yeah, guys, you can see the end result. Ash has been trying hard at the game corner and everything else to win. And to his own credit, he got a lot. He got a lot of mons. He got 4 newly evolved mons, 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 brand new ones that are added to his party completely. But Ash isn't done yet. He still feels that there's more at the game corner, the big prize you get. And Ash is like, okay, he stays in Celadon City for a while. And Misty and Brock are actually like wondering what Ash is up to, because Ash said he wanted to be alone for these past few days to train, so that way it would be a complete surprise what he brings to the gym. And so they respected Ash's wishes. And on this situation, Ash has been working tirelessly at the game corner to get the big prize. He got an Abra, he got a Scyther. And I know you guys may be saying, you can also get a Dratini and stuff there too, right? But I want Ash to do that in the Safari Zone, where he can also get like his Tauros and everything else he can get. So I'm gonna wait till after he beats this gym to do the rest of that. But yeah, he ends up gambling tirelessly at the game corner, and Ash's lucky stars Arceus himself must have been giving Ash lucky stars. I mean, well, he is. That's why Ash Ash's entire team it consists of only shiny Pokemon. And but with that being said, Ash has his lucky stars cut out for him, because he finally ends up winning the big prize. And in case you guys don't know what that is, let me show you. Look right above Ash's head. In 3, 2, 1. Boom. That's right. Ash has been working tirelessly to get that Porygon. Now, obviously, Porygon as a whole is super goddamn rare. Because, come on, guys, count how many times you guys actually saw Porygon in the Pokemon anime. Barely any. So, with that being said, you know what? I wanted to give Ash a Pokemon that no one would ever see him having. A Porygon. And that itself is a win on its own. So, Ash with this newfound team and everything else ends up training harder than ever. And around this time, you know what, Ash? Okay. It's time for Ash to fully have some Pokemon. So, Ivysaur and Wartortle end up evolving into their fully evolved forms. And we get Diglett becoming a Dugtrio. And that little Abra you see right there becoming an Alakazam. So, Ash has a full-fledged team right now. But the next scene you guys will see will be Ash challenging the gym. So, let's get that team in order, shall we? Let's go. Woo! Alright, guys, we're all here. Ash has fully evolved Pokemon. And now, with his bloodlusted rage, he's ready to go and challenge Erica, the gym leader. They've been there for they've been there for a whole week. Yeah, Ash has been like I said. When I said Ash has been tirelessly going to that game corner to try to win that Porygon, I mean tirelessly. He has not given up. Ever since getting that Abra and Scyther, when Ash when Ash knew about Porygon and that it was rare, and his dad actually had one, but the thing is, Red said he could play with Porygon, but Ash would have to eventually have his own Porygon. So Ash does have one, and now this is going to be great. All right, so now moving on with this. Now, of course, they wouldn't let Ash in, but Ash would just straight up demand a battle and say that Erica's breaking the rules, denying a gym leader a battle. Yeah, denying a challenger a battle. Now, this here would not go lightly, as finally Erica would have to accept Ash's challenge. But little does she know, Ash came extra prepared. All right, guys, so. And in this battle here, Ash would go a lot harder than he usually would, for the solid fact that Ash feels really he almost feels as if this was personal against Erica, because Well, she wouldn't let him in just because Ash had a sensitive nose, and he just said he didn't like the smell of perfume. He didn't badmouth it like he did in the original. She just made it personal with him. So Ash really is not going to be holding back. And also, Ash is a little bit upset with Brock and Misty because they didn't even bother to help him clean the air to help him clear the air with the gym or anything. They just were allowing him to be banned or something like that. So honestly, Ash is going to be much more intense and much more going full throttle in this fight. He is not trying to hold back at all. And Erica here is going to go pretty hard as well, saying that even though this is Ash's fourth gym, she's going to be giving it her all against somebody who doesn't really like perfume, which just cemented why this is much more personal for him. So Erica immediately threw out her first Pokemon, Victory Bell. Ash would just throw out his Pokemon. Scyther, I choose you! And Erica says, so that's what you were doing all this time. Playing at the game corner, I see. Your friend said you were doing something, said you were training, but all I could see that you were gaming. Now, Ash took this personally, very freaking personally. Now, he was going to go a little bit harder on Erica, but Ash is full on mad. Not only that, Erica thinks that he would just be gaming instead of training this whole time, which he kind of was gaming to get Porygon, which is what took him a little while to actually do that. But he was training his Pokemon. He truly does care for their well-being and everything else. But this here, Ash is just taking all this personally, and he's being very petty with this. And Ash just said, "You'll see in this battle. Can we get started now? All right, let's begin." Victory Bell, go. Sorry about that. Go and use Sludge Bomb. As Victory Bell used Sludge Bomb, Ash just said, all right, go and use X Scissor. Immediately, Scyther's right in front of Victory Bell, and it cuts Victory Bell very, very hard, sending it flying back onto the ground. Like, I'm not done, we're not done yet. Use Aerial Ace. Ash uses Aerial Ace, which causes massive damage to Victory Bell, causing it to be hurt very badly. And attacking her plants with a lot more tenacity and like very, very angrily. Ash is taking this personally, very personally, which is why he's just really out there to just put Erica down. Like, all right, Scyther, use Cut! And immediately Scyther would use Cut to hurt Victory Bell. And then immediately Ash would recall Scyther. Thanks a lot, Scyther. So now Ash would throw out his next Pokemon. Yeah, I'm ending this quick. Go, Pidgeot! Ash would immediately send in Pidgeot, and then Erica would call for a Poison Powder. But Pidgeot is much faster than that. Also having the ability speed boost as well. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. Ash immediately told Pidgeot to go in for a Drill Peck, causing Pidgeot to spin in place, hitting Victory Bell dead in center, causing it to be knocked out, and Pidgeot flying right back to Ash. Erica would say that Ash shouldn't train his Pokemon so harshly, like that he should treat them with love and care. Now, Ash does do that, but at this point, he's not listening to what Erica is saying. Like, are we going to continue this battle, or are we just going to talk? And causing Erica to pull back her Pokemon. All right, young man, I see how it is then. Go, Tangrowth. So with this being said, with her sitting out Tangrowth, Ash was not holding back at all. Like, Pidgeot, use Hurricane! Wait, what? They didn't. And Misty and Brock are surprised because they don't even know Ash had these Pokemon, let alone got new evolutions and learned new moves. Ash was training non-stop for the past week and a half, man. Ash took a few extra days to make sure all of his Pokemon were prepared and ready for battle. So, in this Hurricane here, actually had Pidgey hit the Hurricane dead onto Tangrowth, causing big damage here. And now Pidgeot is running in. All right, Pidgeot, we aren't done yet. Use Quick Attack as Pidgeot goes in for the Quick Attack, hitting Tangrowth. Now Tangrowth, wrap Pidgeot up in your vines. As now Tangrowth would actually constrict Pidgeot, and Ash would say, "Oh no!" Now use Giga Drain. As really, it would do something, but not that much. Oh wait, hold on. Ash has a move specifically for this stuff like this. Give me one sec, guys. So with Ash being constricted and everything, also I'm not really okay. I think I really should limit the Pokemon to 4 moves, guys. So okay, fine. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do because I've been just using random moves this whole time. Okay, unlike Mew that can actually use any move possible, I'm gonna limit the Pokemon to 4 moves instead of just calling out random stuff. So I've already got the 4 moves in line. So anyway, Ash calls for a heat wave, and immediately Pidgeot would open its beak and shoot out like a flame like heat waves straight into Tangela's face, causing it to let go. And Tangela is actually burned. Sorry if you guys heard that. clearing my throat. Trying to speak. I need freaking a glass of water or something. All right. Anyway, so with that being said, Erica is surprised that Pidgeot would know these type of moves. Ash said he reeled this Pokemon in and he locked in really hard to get these moves down. Oh yeah, if you guys want to know Pidgeot's moves, it's Hurricane, Sky Attack, Heat Wave, and Giga Impact. Yeah, it's utterly ridiculous on what Pidgeot goddamn knows. It's very, very scary. And Pidgeot's fast too, very, very goddamn fast. And so immediately, Erica would call for a body slam, but immediately Ash would call for a Sky Attack, and Pidgeot would basically fly up into the air of the gym. And you know what? Even Meowth comments on like how brutal how ferocious Ash is being, because he's not really fighting with any of his grace at all. He's going for like big attack moves and trying to put Erica out and down quick as possible. So immediately Pidgeot would fly in the air and get coated in a blue aura until it would be coated. Would actually be coated in light until it would actually turn even more golden than it already is, coming straight down and straight for Tangrowth. And immediately Tangrowth goes for the body slam, but immediately Pidgeot would strike through with the Sky Attack, landing critical hit damage on it, taking a Tangrowth out just like that. Ash thanking Pidgeot for its efforts and returning it to its Pokeball. Erica really should say that even though Ash is powerful, he should really calm down with this. But Ash is not listening. He is petty and he's taking this very personal. He is very upset. Very, very upset about what Erica just tried to pull. And Misty and Brock even are a little bit worried about this because Ash has a different demeanor coming in. Ash is locked in. And if you guys have seen the locked in meme, then you guys would know how Ash is like. He's basically staring straight ahead and his Pokemon are serious too, because they follow the energy of their trainer. Since Ash is solely locked in, so are all his Pokemon, giving Erica no choice but to throw in her next Pokemon. Victory Bell, I choose you! Alright, sorry guys, I know it said Vileplume, but instead, she pulls out a different Pokeball and says, Parasect, I choose, like, come on out! As Parasect would come out, and Ash would pull out a different Pokeball. Kadabra, I choose you! As Kadabra would actually be thrown out. Now, Ash, when getting Kadabra, he didn't really trust anybody to trade Pokemon with him and not to run off with his Kadabra. So, with that being said, he kind of wanted Misty and Brock to help him, but not knowing who actually could do that right now. Instead, Ash had simply just he had simply just stuck with Kadabra. He's gonna get at Alakazam at a later time. And now Erica thinks that she actually might have a chance against this one, because a Kadabra, it's not a fully fledged Alakazam, but it's still very powerful. But Ash said, even though it's not a fully evolved, it's still powerful in its own right. Like we'll see about that. Like, okay, now use I'm trying to think right now. What's a good? Oh, use Energy Ball. Like Kadabra, use Ice Beam, and Kadabra would shoot off an Ice Beam, hitting the Energy Ball, basically shooting through it and almost hitting Parasect. And Ash would know what he's doing. All right, Kadabra, just like we strategize, use Ice Beam on the entire battlefield. As Kadabra would grab its spoon and shoot off Ice Beam absolutely everywhere, covering the whole battlefield in ice. Erica has to tell Parasect to jump up as to not get its legs coated in ice, what she thinks Ash is doing. But oh no, Ash has much more different plans in store. What Ash has in store here, as he's covered the entire battlefield with ice, so now Parasect can't get a good grapple on the battlefield, while Kadabra can just float if it wanted to. Like, all right, now that now that we're on the same playing field, let's see how fast you can really go. Like, now, Kadabra, use Psychic! As it lifts up Parasect into the air and slams it back down onto the ice. Oh no, Parasect! Use Solar Beam! As Parasect would shoot off a Solar Beam. Dang, as now, alright, Light Screen! Ash would call for a light screen, and immediately, boom. What would happen now is that, Ash will be protected because of the screen that hit. So even though Solar Beam had hit Kadabra, it's still doing just fine. Now use Energy Ball, and that would hit Kadabra as well, but Kadabra is still standing and it won't go down. Yeah, I thought so. Alright, Kadabra, use Hyper Beam! Use Solar Beam! As, the two attacks would collide, and Kadabra, go! As basically Kadabra would push through and hit Parasect dead on, causing Parasect to be knocked out. That's 3 Pokemon. And Ash hasn't lost a single one. Dang. Erica's really on the back. Ash is going full throttle. Erica's on the back pedal here. So this here is just nuts, man. As Ash would now call back Kadabra, thanking it for its good efforts. And Ash will look back at Erica with a serious face. You ready for the next Pokemon? Or do you give, as Erica doesn't want to throw out her next Pokemon. You give up? No. As a gym leader, I can't give up. Well then. Vileplume, I choose you. Arcanine, I choose you.